Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. I feel like it's been forever and I kind of miss my YouTube fam, even though it seems like I don't really know a lot of you guys who watch my videos, but sometimes I do see some familiar faces here and there, like in my comments and stuff. But yeah, if you're watching this, let me know how you made your way here or where you're watching from. But anyway, I have a couple of acrylic application videos on my channel, but I think this might be the first almond nails video that I've done because, fun fact, I actually hated doing almond nails up until like the beginning of this year. I want to say like February or something like that. I had made a post coming clean on my Instagram that I don't really care for almond nails, or I didn't care for almond nails, but now I do, and I thought that is something I would never say. I just feel like when it comes to almond nails, it's like a really, I don't know, I feel like you have to go either super short, where it's like your natural nail, or you have to go really long. I don't really feel like there's like a good in between, but anyway, I actually really like doing almond nails now, surprisingly. But for this first hand, I'll keep it super close to normal speed. I actually might do the first hand its actual speed. And then the second one will be just a little faster. Not too fast, but just slightly sped up because I don't want this to be a super long video. So I'm going to keep, like I said, this hand a little bit slower, just so you guys who may be new to this can get a realistic feel of the process. Because I just want to say, laying acrylic is not a 1, 2, 3 and then done on to the next nail. It's not always going to be like that, especially when you're doing acrylic with tips. An overlay is a little bit different because there's not much space and you don't really have to build up too much acrylic on the nail. You're really trying to keep the overlay to look as natural as possible, so you don't really need that much acrylic. But when it comes to putting tips on your nails, it can be a little bit of a process. So I always tell people, when I am doing a one-on-one, or even when I'm just doing my voiceovers for you guys here on YouTube, the number one thing that helps laying acrylic is a good brush, and then the second thing is you have to work with the angle of the nail. I know, especially sometimes if you're a beginner, a lot of your clients are they will want to see what you're doing, and so they tend to hold the nail back, they're holding it back towards them, which is not good when you're laying acrylic, because the way acrylic works is the way you hold the nail is how the acrylic will run and form. So the best thing to do is to have your finger, or your client's finger, pointed in a downward motion. I always say point the nail toward the paper towel because that's where you're going to be wiping at, and the paper towel is underneath in the nail. So always keep that in mind. So yeah, like I said, invest in a good brush. I will tell you guys the brush that I use. I've said it before, but it's not super expensive, but it can be a little bit on the pricier side, especially when you can go and grab a brush from Amazon for $10 or $15. This brush that I use is a size 8. I actually just bought a new one last week. Actually a few days ago it came in the mail, and I use a size 8, and I use a flat pinch brush from Oh Snap Beauty. The price is about, I think it's $57 or something like that, and then of course you have to pay for shipping. But I have been using that same exact brush, same exact number, literally the same exact brush for probably about 4 years now. So not the same one for the full 4 years, but I have to buy it maybe one brush a year, just because from soaking my brush in acetone, even though they say you're not supposed to do that, but just soaking my brush and just using it every single day, the hairs will shed. So the brush gets a little bit thinner, and then you don't want to be doing acrylic with a thin brush. You want your brush to have some type of body to it, because it just works better. I don't really know how else to explain that, but that's when I tend to replace my brush, when the hairs have shedded so badly where it's like I have no choice but to replace the brush. So yeah, back to my original point. Laying acrylic is not a 1, 2, 3 easy and simple. You have to kind of like take your time and gauge how big or small the bead you pick up needs to be. Not everyone has the same nail shape, so it's not a one size fit all. But I'm here to let you know, with a little bit of practice, laying acrylic does get easier, even though right now it doesn't seem like it. Trust me, I've been there. But the nails really is, and this is something I always say a lot as well. Doing nails is just, it's one of those things where you have to practice to get better. And then I swear, like, one day you're going to look up and be like, oh, like, this is so easy now. It's even when it comes to like shaping. I'd say shaping was probably the hardest thing that I had to get down, and then laying acrylic probably would be the second thing. But again, I think maybe like a year. Depends on how quick or how fast you learn, but I would say probably like up to a year, and then of practice, and then you'll be laying acrylic like a pro. Trust me, and shaping like a pro. But the only way to get better at laying acrylic is to do it, because that way you can like learn how to, how much acrylic do I need to pick up? How wet does my brush need to be? Or this is a tinier space I'm trying to fill in. How much, how big or small does my bead need to be for a fill-in? And again, those are just things that you won't know unless you're physically doing the nails or physically laying the acrylic. But anyway, believe it or not, I was not supposed to talk this entire video because, like I said, I have a few acrylic application videos on my channel already, but I just wanted to give some sort of voiceover and throughout this video, so you guys can, like I said, if you might be new here, I just wanted to talk to you guys. So I'm gonna shut up now and let the video finish. There's only about 4 nails left. So if you made it this far, I always want to say thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I'll be posting my next video, which I'm actually really excited for. It's a structured gel, or aka a biob video, or also known as hard gel. But it's kind of really been popular for a while now. My first video I ever posted on that, it's been doing pretty well, but I've updated a few things. Like, I don't use the same products anymore. I've changed my products and like my brushes, so I'm excited for that video because it's been literally probably about a year since I posted my first tutorial on how to do builder gel or structure gel, whatever you want to call it. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be my very next video. If not, it might be one in between, but regardless, it'll be like very, very soon. I'll be posting that. So if you are interested in that, be on the lookout. And again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And again, like I said in the beginning, if you are watching this, let me know how you made it here. I'm just super curious. Like, is it off of Instagram or YouTube Shorts or just whatever? Just really want to know that. So stay tuned for my next video, and I will see you guys soon.